Good day everyone, I am Viann Limas from Base HM3B, and today I am going to report Chapter 16, Formalities of Entry in and Exit from the Philippines. So, learning objectives. So, identify various government requirements for foreigners to enter the Philippines. Explain the importance of a valid passport when traveling. Enumerate the privileges of Filipinos covered by the Balikbayan program. Discuss the dual citizenship law. So, admission requirements. So, the law. Section 10, non-immigrants must present for admission into the Philippines an unexpired passport or official documents in the nature of passport issued by the government of the countries to which they owe allegiance or other travel documents, identity as prescribed by regulations, and valid passport visas granted by diplomatic or consular officers. Discussion of the law. Non-immigrants must present an expired passport and valid visas prior to their admission into the Philippines. So the Philippine Admission Act provides 7 visa categories for non-immigrants: temporary visitor, transient, seaman, treaty trader or treaty investors, foreign government officials, students, and pre-arranged employment. Admission of aliens under prearranged employment. So, for aliens who wish to engage in gainful employment in the Philippines, prearranged employment visas are secured from the Philippines Consular Office upon authorization issued by the Commissioner of Immigration. Admission under the Balikbayan program. So, a Balikbayan shall mean citizen who has been continuously out of the Philippines 1 year. So, a Philippine overseas worker or a former Filipino citizen and his family who had been naturalized in a foreign country and comes or returns to the Filipinos. Then we have Philippine immigration policy on non-immigrant Chinese. So, shift in Philippine foreign policy towards China in recent years have resulted in significant changes in immigration guidelines. So, they are now allowed under a temporary visitor or business visa with multiple entry visas for up to 6 months. Lifting immigration restrictions on South Africans. So on October 8, 1993, the UN General Assembly lifted all economic sanctions imposed against South Africa in the areas of investment, finance, travel, and transportation. Hence, South Africans are no longer restricted aliens. Then we have passport requirements. So a passport is defined as an official document of and nationality issued to a person intending to travel or sojourn in foreign countries. So there are 3 types of passport: diplomatic passport. So these passports are issued for persons imbued with diplomatic status or diplomatic mission, such as the President and former President of the Republic of the Philippines. Then second is official passport. So are issued to all government officials and employees on official trip abroad but who are not on a diplomatic mission or delegates to international or regional conference. Then the last type of passport is regular passport. So are issued to private person who are not eligible to diplomatic or official passport, so including government officials or employees going abroad for pleasure or other personal plans. Philippine passport. So in the Philippines, a passport is a document issued by the Department of Foreign Affairs certifying the Philippine citizenship of the holder and is used for travel purposes. Then we have fantasy passport or camouflage passport. So fantasy passport are not valid travel documents. So they are usually issued by a private individual or organization, usually purporting to be from a fictitious country or authority. So a country that once existed but no longer exists, or self-appointed political group. Visa requirements. So, it is a written endorsement made on a travel document or passport by a consular official denoting that the visa application has been properly examined and that the bearer is intended to proceed to the country of his destination. Then we have treaty trader or treaty investor. So, it is a treaty trader who is entering the Philippines to carry on substantial trade or commerce between the Philippines and the country of which national pursuant to an existing treaty of commerce and navigation. Exclusion of foreigners. So the law, Section 29A, so the following classes of aliens shall be excluded from entry into the Philippines. So discussion of the law. So international law affords sovereign states absolute discretion to determine whether or not an alien is disqualified for entry into its territory. So exclusion is defined as the authority to deny entry to aliens who are barred by immigration laws, rules, and regulations. Deportation of foreigners. So the law, Section 37A. The following aliens shall be arrested upon the warrant of the Commissioner of Immigration or of any other officers designated by him for the purpose and deported upon the warrant of the Commissioner of Immigration after a determination by the Board of Commissioner of the existence of the grounds for deportation as charges against the alien. So, discussion of the law. So, deportation means is the expulsion of a foreigner from the territory of a state. So, the right of the state to admit to expel them. So, no alien shall be deported without being informed to the specific grounds for deportations. Detention of foreign travelers. So, Section 25, for the purpose of determining whether aliens arriving in the Philippines belong to any of the classes excluded by the immigration laws, the examining immigration officers may order such aliens detained on board and vessel, bringing them or in such other place as the officers may designate. So, discussion of the law. So, in the event the aliens are excludable, the vessel conveying them shall answer for their transportation charges. Exit requirements. So, Section 22A, any alien about to depart from the Philippines temporarily or for permanent residence abroad shall, before leaving the country, apply to the Commission on Immigration for a clearance certificate. So, discussion of the law. So, no foreigner shall depart from the Philippines except at a port of departure and unless this has been issued a valid immigration clearance certificate exemption in his favor. Republic Act number 9225 or Dual Citizenship Law. So, under this law, natural-born citizens of the Philippines who become citizens of another country shall be deemed not to have lost their Philippine citizenship. So, consequently, they must file a petition under oath to the Commissioner for the issuance of an identification certificate. So that's all in my report about Chapter 16, Formalities of Entry in and Exit from the Philippines. So I hope that you've learned something. Thank you for listening and God bless.